Hey guys, welcome. We are going to be starting our new High Value Women class in this coming month, and I am so excited for the new class. This is one of the most difficult classes for me to teach, the High Value Women class, because it deals with a lot with the human interactions of our lives. I am more a very spiritual person that loves manifestations and all the science. I love science. Science makes so much sense to me. And when I mix science and spirituality, I just feel like, wow, this is amazing. I love my life. But when it has to do with the whole thing of human interaction and all of that, I just feel like sometimes it's not fair that you have to get buy-in from humans. But unfortunately, all things we are here in the planet for, we have to sort of get a buy-in from humans. Not all things are going to be spiritual. Of course, spirituality is like 90% of our lives. If you get most of your spiritual things correct, you're going to have an easier time maneuvering most of the things. But you still have the physical life, which means that you still have to pay your taxes, you still have to go and vote. In South Africa, we are voting tomorrow, and which is a very important thing that we need to do. And we are praying for a very safe and fair elections. And just it's a very spiritually tense moment, because elections are like a whole entire ayahuasca ceremony for a country, like you're getting out of one thing to another. So it's quite an intense time. But of course, these things have to happen. We have to have a physical life. You have to get a job. You have to buy a new house. You have to be able to land your next big deal if are looking for a business deal, or you have to find yourself a new job or a new promotion, or any of these things that needs to happen in your life. And as a high value woman, we are not people who are going to sit and wait for somebody to make anything happen for us. We are going to go out there and get the funding. We're going to go out there and get the money we want. We're going to go out there and get the things we want, the lifestyle we want. And being a high value woman it means that you are going to take responsibility for your own life, and you're going to make your life happen. And you're not going to be able to blame anybody or anything, like, oh, I grew up in a very bad situation. Me too. I grew up without parents. If I can tell you my whole entire life story, it will be short. And so a lot of you know, at one point I was in 40 million rand debt, and I came out and I'm perfectly okay. So as a high value woman, you need to learn to let go of all the rubbish that you do not need in your life to stop you from getting the things you want. You come out of relationships that don't make sense. You get into relationships that make sense. That is the one part about attending the class, high value woman, is that you gotta get into relationships that make sense. And I'm not saying anything about anything. I'm just saying, if a relationship does not make sense, it better make sense in a lot of ways. So a high value woman is somebody who knows how to get into a relationship that makes sense. It's somebody who knows how to get out of a relationship that doesn't make sense. It's somebody who knows how to get her next appointment in a job setup, or in a business setup. Is somebody who knows how to work herself into the next position, to be the CEO of the company, to be the leader, to be whoever she wants to be. And you don't do this just by waking up and be a pretty girl. No, there are pretty girls all out here. They have nothing in their bank account. They've got nothing to show off, maybe a little bit of bums and whatever. But those are not high value women. Those people depend on other humans for breath. Almost, but of course, I mean, they depend on the Lord for breath. But like, they are not high value women, because they can still be manipulated. They can still be, compromised. A high value woman is a woman who understands how to play the game of life and win. And win without hurting anybody, and win without putting anybody down, and win while she's lifting others up, and win while she's making a better life for her own family, a better life for her own loved ones, a better life for her own community. the past 10 years I've been doing the healing work, and I have uplifted so many people. I've written a book, I've done so much work, I've done courses that have changed people's lives. I've given my whole entire life to saving other people's lives, and they come back on a daily basis and say this to me. But that I have not done it because I just got lucky. I worked hard for that. I had to fix my mental health, I had to fix my mindset, I had to fix my confidence, I had to fix my showing up in a business setup, I had to fix my walking into a boardroom. You have to walk like you know what you're walking into. You can't just walk and hope people feel sorry for you. That is what a high value woman is. You have to control your emotions, you have to control what you are saying, you have to say things the correct way, you have to know the cues of what is it that I am doing right here. You have to know the spiritual codes of what to get things done in all this setup of businesses, work. You cannot be somebody who is compromised at work, somebody who is bullied at work. A high value woman does not get bullied because she knows how manipulation works. She knows how to work with the narcissist. She knows how to make a narcissist bow before her. I tell you, being a high value woman is one hell of an amazing experience. And you don't get that by just waking up and listening to the news and going to church and just being like basic. No. You get that by learning these things I learned, these things of how to control society to be able to get what you want so that you can do what you are here for. I learned. So that is why I said this is the most difficult class for me to teach. And when my guides said I needed to teach this class, it took me 3 years. And I'm normally a person who just gets on with things and get them done, but preparing to be able to teach this class took me 3 years, just because of how much spiritual work we have to do, how much of the mental work we have to do, how much of the mindset work we have to do to be able to function in a certain environment, in a certain level. It is a lot. But again, you have the capacity to do this. You have the ability to do it. You just have to give the time to you. You have to invest the time in learning these things. And you know what? If you're tired of how life has been treating you, maybe it's just because you haven't asked life to you haven't given life something to work with in terms of giving you what you want. And once you go into life with that sort of knowing and skills and abilities, you come out of life with a lot more. I've seen a lot of women go through this class and their lives are changed. They finish, this is a 12 weeks course, a 3 months course. They finish that 90 days and they are a brand new person. They finish that 90 days, they are launching big businesses. They are making waves in where they are. They have changed themselves. They look different. They've changed their bodies. They've changed their faces. They are human beings that are totally different from the first human being that said hello on day one of the class. So I would like to invite you in the next 90 days. It's an amazing 12 weeks, 90 days of total transformation. But most of all, learning to become high value. You are not going to get a partner that is high value when you are low value. People in grade 1 mix with grade 1s. People in grade 12 mix with grade 12s. So if you want to experience the life that you have always wanted and wished for, and you know that you're capable of getting these things done in your life, and you know that you are capable of reaching the goals you've been wanting to reach, you've got to change you. You've got to change. We all know you can only get things that you are at the level of them. So if there is a relationship you've been wanting to have, change you. If there is a job that you've been wanting, change you. If there is a business you've been wanting, a certain income level, a certain lifestyle, a certain environment that you've been wanting to be at, a certain types of people that you want to network with, a certain type of a whole class of people that you've wanted to be with or be in their environment, you've got to change you. And that is you becoming a high value woman. So I only do this, of course, for women. I'm sorry, guys. But this is a woman thing. And of course, all work that I do for everybody. But this